it asked me, what would you do if you lost one of your children? And as I was dealing with it, what happened is that my brain said, hey, first of all, God, if this is you talking, please bless me right now. And if it's the enemy, I rebuke everything that is not like the Lord right now.
Right.
I said, but God, if the Spirit is asking me, what would I do if I lost one of my children? I closed my eyes and I literally saw my name, my son's name, Jumai, spread out. And as each letter formed, it was like it was in TNT. So that it started and ignited, and the J went on fire, and then the U went on fire. And as the letters went on, before it can get to the I said, okay, that's enough. I'm not dealing with this. And then literally 7 days later, my son passed. So it was almost like the spirit was warning me.
I was just about to say you got warning.
Yes.
Uh, you powerful too. You guys are
Right. I just had to share the live
so
real
powerful. Like the fact that we can sit here and tell our story today.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired the book? What made you? Because you wrote two books.
Yes.
Because she's an author. We just one author. She's an author. So you wrote two books. The first book was to your son, right? And the second book, you let the ladies come in. What made you say, I got to write a book about this? They need to know this.
Um, Good question, and I'm gonna try to not ramble on. What inspired me to write this book is the fact that all the women in the Circle of Eight and the groups that I have been participating in regards to grieving parents groups, grieving mom groups, fathers groups, in my mind, I said, wow, all of these stories are here on Facebook and they're not anywhere else. Everyone is telling me about their loss and whatnot. And I'm taking it in and I'm loving on these women as much as I can love on them, what God allows me to. However, I felt that other people needed to hear it on a different level. Secondly, was the fact that a lot of the women in the group are entrepreneurs. Okay, so I thought, how can I make another stream of income for not only myself, but to the other women that are in the group and outside of the group?
Right.
So I chose to sponsor the whole book because I tried to do the hey, for $25 you can tell your story. But because they didn't know me, they're like, oh, this is a scam. Eventually, within 1 year, the book came into fruition. And I was so grateful. Whether the women take advantage of getting the books and selling them, that's their prerogative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have, being the main author, I have rights to the Amazon, but I can order their books. They are able to get the books and be able to have the opportunity to sell them anywhere they want. I don't get any profit off of that.
I can contest to that because I actually bought some books from you. I know we probably all have got some books from you or bought some books from you, and we either sold the books, gave the books away, or whatever we decided to do. But I just thank you because I remember when you called me, I was in LA and I was getting ready for a big old show, and I did not want to talk about this book. But I needed to talk about it because God in His timing is amazing. It was one of the hardest days. It was her birthday. It was my daughter's birthday. You was like, you're getting in this book. I wasn't even a part of the Circle 8. I was an extra 9, right? because, and her too, a few other people, because you just seen who fit. And you gave us the opportunity to tell our story. Not to only tell our story, but to become some authors. And to talk about, we authors now. I was like, I wrote a book. But only because you opened that door. So I definitely want to give you your flowers. And I want to know what you would tell a mother who just lost a child. What are your words for this mother? Our father, or whoever,
Right.
grandmother, whoever.
How would you help them cope?
What would you say?
Um, wow, there are a lot of different ways to approach it, but if they are a hugger and they would allow me to hold them,
Mm,
I would give them a hug
okay.
and allow them to feel my
Mm.
tactile stimulation from Mother Reacher Teacher.
Yes.
But I feel as though sometimes words are so much like air when you're dealing with grief because we came up with a saying, stupid stuff not to say to a parent or a grieving parent when they have just lost a loved one because our mindsets are in such
Shock.
in a disarray that you may say the wrong thing
Right.
and not
And
even
trigger.
know it and start a trigger
What you
for
said
the
trigger
individual.
something.
This is called Trigger Monday.
Okay.
This episode right here is trigger warrant because we was talking about some stuff that's gonna trigger your emotions. And if it don't trigger your emotions, you bullshitting.
Yeah.
You're not being real.
Now,
you know.
see, I will say this: Trigger Monday is awesome. It's
for
right
this
on tag
episode.
for this episode.
Yes.
But when someone just has lost their loved one,
You don't tell them.
You
yeah.
don't say, "Hey, Tia's up there looking down. She's an angel, and I just know she's proud of you."
Well, of course they gonna say that. People don't. Let me say
Okay,
this.
so
People
don't
know
say
what
that.
to say.
Don't absolutely, but
They
don't,
don't.
When you
say
lost
that.
somebody.
Yeah, and don't say.
We're
Ooh,
the,
don't say I know what you feel.
you know, the dead knows not what the living does. That's what
Right.
the Bible says.
Okay.
Okay. So I take that very literally. I do not believe the dead knows what the living is doing.
Right. They gone. They don't
They're
have
gone.
no conscience.
So at the end of the day, somebody may be like, well, that's harsh. Why would you say that? I'm just trying to console them. Say it in a prayer without them hearing it. Give it in a hug and squeeze them so tight and let them know if I could do this while I'm sleeping, I would.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, take them out for a coffee. If they like to get their feet done, their nails done,
Do
just
something.
take them out somewhere. Let them go for a walk. Y'all go for a walk. Take some balloons, and they've never even did it before, but take the
Right.
balloons,
And-
write love messages on it, and let them personally just send it up in the air. We do not need to have 20, 30 people gathered in order to be able to have that understanding when they first have lost their loved one, because at
Right.
the end of the day, it is a shock in the system, it's a shock in the brain, it is an emotion to where you don't feel like eating, you don't want to brush your teeth, wash your butt, you don't want to have anything to do with any other outside entities. There is always something coming up to where you would feel more gosh, the words escape me. You feel safer when you're just in the home. You don't want to be out. You don't want to do anything right in the beginning of losing your child. You know, unless you have a job that you really, really can take off from, you got to go back to work for those that got to go back to work. You don't even have that opportunity to go into that grieving.
Not enough time.
And that's
then
when you
got
get to
your-
that depression stage.
Absolutely. And then your work family, some are good, some are not. And then it makes for a different type of atmosphere at work, because some people who really talk to you all the time may be reclusive and standoffish because they don't know what to say.
Right.
Right? So now all of a sudden you and your coworker aren't really close, and y'all don't go to dinner or lunch
They
like
stand
y'all used
offish
to.
now.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate because death is something that we all have to face.
Yes.
Whether it's
And
with
it's
the
hard
child,
to
the
deal
mother,
with.
the father, the sister, the brother, or
Yes.
anyone else that ends up expiring, as we would say, but gone too soon,
Yes.
that's understandable. But it is how we deal with it. It is what we do in that time. Time does not heal all wounds.
No.
It is what we do in that time
Exactly.
that heals those wounds, that gives us the opportunity to make a better situation for ourselves. And I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, that's
so.
what we use this platform for.
We definitely appreciate you.
We
You
do.
ain't
I
take.
appreciate
We
you.
use this time for this exactly. But I definitely got another lady that I need to bring up here.
Absolutely.
Where can
but-
the people find you?
Right.
You know what? I have been MIA on all social media. So, but if you want to know more about Circle of Eight, it is Circle of Eight on Facebook. And just go there, leave me a comment, message me. If you are in a situation where you feel like you really do need some one-on-one time, our group is active, and you can reach us at 510-967-0907. That's not a work number. That is my personal number. So I hope that I do not
Get
crazy stuff.
yeah, crazy stuff coming on with me.
Yeah, 'cause we
at
are
the,
live.
Yeah, we are live.
Yes.
I understand, and all to you. I meant what I said, but I don't need no crazies.
Right.
That's
I
all.
I want to say thank you again.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
I
for
want to
having me.
say thank you for us being able to get this book, y'all. You know,
Yes.
Can we get the clap for the book, y'all?
Yes.
I mean, his book changed our lives.
And they can get that book on Amazon, right?
Amazon
Amazon.
or me.
Or any one of the authors.
We're going to have them
Anyone.
come to some of the events so they could get a chance to meet you.
Absolutely.
and
We're going to
purchase
have
the book
all
in
of y'all
person.
come back up, too, in a minute. But I need to get this last.
And let me give you a hug.
Oh
Yes.
yes. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Definitely. This was a bomb Monday.
You know what? Just one more thing. The convention that will be taking place for the Circle of Eight is May 3rd through the 5th, 2024. May 3rd through May 5th, 2024 at the Doubletree by Hilton in Berkeley. And the tickets are $475. There is a lot of good treats that will be in store for us on that time. And we are looking for vendors to be a part of this event. So if you would like to do that, definitely hit me up.
Okay.
And you can just go to Tisha Caldwell on Facebook.
Okay.
TISHACALDWELL. Tisha Caldwell. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming, cousin. I love you.
I love you too.
And, yeah, let me give you another hug.
Okay.
I love you.
I
We
love you
appreciate
too.
you
All right.
so much.
Yes.
Go right in there. And then, last but not least,
Huh?
I want to bring up candy corn. That's what I call
Candy
her.
corn.
Yeah, that's what we call her. That's lady right there. Come on up here. So little. Tell me about you, Candy.
We're just gonna pop right into
Uh-huh.
it like that.
We just gonna jump into it. Tell me about what's your name?
My name is Audrey Candy Corn.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm 5 foot even, so I'm gonna bring this thing.
You can
Out
take it
my-
off if you want to.
No, I'm
Okay.
okay. I'm okay.
Okay, good.
My name is Audrey Candy Corn, and I'm a grieving yet breathing mother.
Yes.
So, how did you lose your child?
My son, his name is Torian Desjure Hughes, and he transitioned at the tender age of 17. He was my first son. I have 3, Torian, Amir, and Zaire, and they all are 5 years apart. Torian I had at the age of 17, so by the time he was 1, I was 18 years of age. And each one of my children asked for a sibling at the tender age of 2, like as soon as they could talk.
That's funny.
So I told my son Torian, if you are good to mommy, you good to yourself, you good to your daddy, and you continue to be a child of God, then maybe we could work something out.
That is too cute.
So you made bets. You
I made a bet.
deals.
Yeah, I made a deal, right?
Okay.
And I had to go to my prayer closet and I had to talk to God like, Lord, okay.
Okay.
And to make a long story short, Torian was a perfect child, if there is such a thing. He caused me no problems. He was my
Angel.
best friend. You know, he started picking me flowers
Aw, he was a
as
sweetie
early
pie.
as a year and a half, you know, when he started walking. And just a beautiful soul. And I always taught him to be loyal. So 4 years later, I gave him a brother, 5 actually. And they became the best of friends. And then that brother asked for a brother. And so I'm like, you be good to your brother that you got. You be good to me. Your daddy continue to be a child of God, and we'll work something out. Because he had such a good role model and an example with Torian, here comes another one.
Okay.
So the other one came, and his name is Zaire. He's the last one. And I called them Taz Foundation. Torian, Amir, and Zaire. Because they are their first foundation of brotherhood, right? And they're my foundation. And so I taught them about being loyal. And living in Oakland, California, Oakland, Iraq, you know, it's the 10th most violent place in the world. And so living here, we deal with a lot of PTSD. We deal with a lot of murders, killings, you know. We deal with a lot of things that corrupt the family and break and tear the family apart versus other places the families are valued and the families are brought up different to value life, right? But here in Oakland, California, unfortunately, we are desensitized and we don't value life. Now, some of us do because we are called the Love Life City.
Yes.
And that is our motto. 2016, a man by the name of Donald Lacey ended up having a space where he was able to go to the city of Oakland and have it voted in. And so we are the Love Life City. So, but with that being said, my son Torian ended up being set up, being murdered. And as quiet as it's kept, this is the first time that I've actually said that on air.
Wow.
It's coming up, this is like the 7th year.
You just celebrated his birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, on the 25th.
Yes.
On the, on the 24th, no, on the 22nd. Pardon me, I'm getting my days ran in.
That's okay.
Yeah, on the 22nd, we celebrated his 25th birthday.
Okay.
And so that was wonderful. We had
I've seen the pictures.
a good time. It was very lively, you know. It wasn't look bad or sad, you know.
It was
We
a
wanted to make sure
remembrance
that
party.
it was a high vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You very strong. So what's so special about you is when I had first lost my daughter, and Torian was still living at the time. She interviewed me on somewhat of what we doing right now.
Yes.
So it's like the roles switched.
Okay.
I was like 19.
Oh, no.
Yes.
19 years old.
Yes.
When that first happened, and she interviewed me
On
And
the
she-
Lady Amore show, Bay
Yes,
Area
yeah,
Network.
and then I
29.
had a spread too.
Uh-huh.
I had a spread in the magazine and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to it, but I had it. I know we had it.
Yeah.
Because we did it.
Right.
And it's in history. And and she was asking me, how am I grieving as a mother? And then years later, your baby passed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so now I'm asking you, how do you grieve as a mother? Some days are
That's,
good.
you know, I just ride the wave, Dominique.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, for the most part, the highs are high and the lows are low. But I continue to work on myself, and I'm a character. And
Yes, you
so,
are.
being a character, I just throw myself into myself, and I allow myself to be. I don't necessarily do and in that things are created. So
Yes.
I've created plays, books,
Yes, ma'am.
songs,
You
jingles.
did a documentary as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did I have an award-winning documentary that's going around the
Okay.
world. Yeah, it's entitled Soar, Torian Soar. So I pretty much got an award for being the first person to ever be accepted of doing a documentary in modern day with a phone
Okay.
Yes.
and turned it around on myself, you know.
Okay.
And so to answer your question, how does it feel? There is no feeling that can describe it,
Yes, ma'am.
you know. And it can be a very lonely place at times.
Yes, ma'am.
I was thrown into a sea of grieving mothers, you know, and I never thought that I would be there, but here none of us thought that we would be there,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
here we are, you know. And what I find to be very interesting is even in the deaths, but I would like to say in the transitions
Yes.
of our children, I even find it to be interesting how there's still like a block in the sisterhood, in the togetherness, because we all human and we all people, you know. And it's like if this mother child died from a gun, then all of these mothers are together in the group.
It shouldn't be no
This
separate.
mother,
Right.
You
We
know,
all took a loss.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It don't matter
That's
how.
what I was gonna say.
And everybody's loss is a different feeling for
But it's
each
all a
person,
loss.
but it's still a loss.
Right.
Some people
you
get
took the
that
words out my mouth. Yeah.
like they feel like one is greater than the other, and it's not.
right. And
There shouldn't be no cliques in
Right.
this.
yes.
We should all be coming together as one accord because that's exactly what I was just
But,
thinking. Like, our group doesn't do that.
No, you know what's unique about our group is the fact that each one of us
Have a different.
have
story.
a different story. Like truly, my son by gun violence and by way of being set up. That's why you gotta watch who you be around.
Yes.
And it ain't got nothing to do
Amen.
with being game goofy.
Yes.
Right.
You know, it has nothing to do.
Them
This
ain't
is
really your
it
friends
has to do
sometimes.
with a high and a low vibration.
Yes.
Right.
Satan and God, and I'm just gonna
Yes.
put it out there. And a lot of platforms, you know, they want to block that out, but that's really what it's about, you
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
And you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And so, what I taught my son is because we had conversations. You know, he was 17. Do I have a gun? We're gonna engage with our children. You know, do I not have a gun? And I told my son, you know, no, I don't believe that we should, even for protection, we shouldn't have. This is at the time.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have a gun, you know. We're going to leave however we're going to leave. And as long as you do good by people, and as long as you are upright with your God, you have to believe in life after death, which is the afterlife. And that's what we have to be focused on, you know.
So, what would you tell a mother for encouragement and that's just lost a kid? What is the words that Aubrey would say?
Ooh, Audrey candy corn. What would you say? You know, what was interesting is right before my son transitioned, I was going into a supermarket and there was a lady with a petition. And she was trying to stop me, as they all do, from going in and signing a petition. And the petition was about children, if they should be tried as adults,
Wow.
if they do something.
Wow.
And so I started doing community work and stuff, anti-bullying and things of that Department of Violence and stuff way before my son transitioned because we're embedded into our community. We love Oakland, you know, we natives, you know. We ain't going nowhere, but well, at the time. I might go somewhere now because I'm a little indecisive. I done lost one, you know what I'm saying? You can't love the city over your children.
Right.
But everywhere you go, there's violence. So there's really nowhere to
To
go.
escape.
Right?
No, right.
So to go back to the question that you said, what did you say?
I said, what would you tell a mother?
Oh, yeah, my story.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, baby, for being on point.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I told her, I can't answer you right now. Allow me to go into the store and think about it.
Yes.
I had my children with me, all three of them, all 5 ages, you know.
Yes.
And we discussed it, and what we came out with is you know, I asked them, if y'all ever did something wrong, would y'all want mercy?
Ooh.
You know? Or would you want to be tried, tested, and approved? You know?
Ooh.
Would you be, do you think it would be right for you to be persecuted, you know, to the full extent of the law?
Wow.
Or would you want to get a slap on the hand, you know? Would you trust yourself in the community to thrive?
Right.
Or would you become a menace to society? Right?
That's a powerful question.
I asked them because
What'd they
we
say?
had, my children told me that everybody have to stand on their own.
Wow.
Each child said that in their own little way, basically,
Wow.
not to drag out the interview, you know.
No, you're doing fine.
And so they said each person have to stand on their own, and karma is what they said.
Karma.
Right?
That's deep.
And so I
it's deep.
right? And so I said, so if you did something bad, would you be willing to go to jail for it? My oldest son, he thought about it. My littlest baby, Zaire, said, yeah. Right? he was like maybe 6 years of age. And then the 11-year-old was like, yeah, if I did something bad, then I got to be a man.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
then my, I think 14-year-old, you know, at the time, was like, consequences, Mom. You know,
That's what you installed into them.
Right.
Praise
They was
God.
paying
Yeah.
attention.
They was paying attention.
But the
while
way
you
that
was
you,
talking.
but the way that you lined them up for creation, though,
Yes.
that's what assisted with that.
your purpose, right?
For
right,
sure,
right.
it really did.
You another one that needs your flowers. You're not talked about or praised enough to me, and I've known you for a long time, and people need to talk about you more, and they need to know that you are out here advocating for mothers. You go on marches. I seen you at all type of events and different lights. Didn't we go walk for the man that was in prison?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Are you talking about George? Are you
We
are you
walked for
talking
the guy.
about it could be
Quentin.
Satawa?
Whoever was in San Quentin. Remember we walked?
She be walking. She
Yeah,
do a lot of walks.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
do.
I'm
They be
trying
trying
to
to
think.
get
We
me
done
to walk.
did
That's what
it.
she
We done
said.
did
I do a lot of
I'm trying to
walks.
think. Right? Yeah.
Shoot.
I've shut down the Bay Bridge.
Yes.
And trying to help with the assistance of political prisoners.
Yes.
And them doing hunger strikes.
Yes.
Connecting with some of the other communities, partnerships and things, coalitions, you know. That's why I be getting brain fart. I helped assist with, I created, let me just give myself the flowers.
Hello?
Because I don't
Okay.
be doing it like
Hello?
you said.
Hello?
I created the Department of Violence Prevention along with some others. I stepped back and I let folks do what they do, you
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
And so things are the way that they are, and the Department of Violence is progressing, you know.
Okay.
It's not where I would like it to be, just keeping it real. But at the end of the day, it is a Department of Violence Prevention here for Oakland, California, which is something that we've never had. I've helped assist with, I've created with Kaboom and Legal Shield a playground for the children so that they can. For myself, my son died on the playground. And so I didn't want to have the image and the nightmare of being afraid of not taking my kids to the playground anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to redirect in their mind and in my mind what it was. So there's just, you know, I have an anti-bullying campaign.
Yes.
I've written books. I have a book that I've written, which is a disturbance within myself.
Okay.
Which is the first one because there was just so much that was going on that I couldn't express, and so I threw myself, my creativity, my character into that book. You know.
You said you was a character.
She definitely is. I just want to thank you on today too, because you women really showed up for the conversations. That was tough. I mean, they was on time too. Phones was ringing. I said,
They
you know,
got
when
here
you
before
ask-
us.
When you ask a Circle of 8 to come do something, they gonna pull up and do it.
Right.
And you better be on time or have something accommodating them until you go on time.
I have never
That's
been
what I know about this group.
in a room with such great like spirits and energy. So many at,
At
one
one
time.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. We reflections of each other.
Yes,
at the
we're
end
mirrors.
Of the day,
Right.
You know. And I see y'all crowns. They invisible. Everybody might not see them. And them crowns might tilt, but long as you don't let them fall off, that's what's
Okay.
important. And I don't want to interrupt, but I do want to get to a piece of the meat that I forgot to speak on, which was how did he transition?
Yes.
And being your brother's keeper. So there was a young man that was my cousin's. You know, you have a boyfriend. Let's say y'all cousins. No, me and you cousins.
Okay.
And you just got to be the boyfriend, okay? Me and you cousins, and you the boyfriend, and you have a nephew,
Okay.
okay? And do you bring your nephew into the family, and we begin to love this little boy, and you and him been growing strong for like about a good maybe 5 years. That's a substantial amount of time. But now y'all broke up, and you know, you take your nephew on about your business.
Yeah.
You on to the next BI. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And time goes by, and then those two, your nephew and my son, which is your cousin, your baby cousin, click up. And they don't even recognize that they know each other from a former life. And they end up seeing you on the bus. So you see your nephew and my son, okay, on the bus. And you say, oh, do you know who you with? Do you know who that is? And the nephew like, yeah, this Torian. I know who I'm with.
Right.
Like, no, do you know who that is? And then he says, that's so-and-so cousin. And so they like, oh, that's the little boy that used to be at all of the the Thanksgivings and the Christmases and all of the shindigs. So now they feel even closer. They feel like they blood cousin now, right? And they end up finding each other in a whole nother city. They wasn't even in in Oakland. I had moved to Alameda, and the little boy ended up being in Alameda. So they didn't even hook up in Oakland. They hook up in a whole nother city and find each other.
Right.
That's how life is, right? That's why you gotta watch who you be with and how you treat people.
Yes.
Because you might meet them in somewhere else down the line, right? So make a long story short, they the best of friends, and my son is very protective. You know, he loves strong, or either he's against you, either he love you or he hates you. There's no medium with him, so no such thing as a friend of me, right? And the young boy basically ended up having some friends, and those friends of that young man ended up shooting and killing my son, and he was murdered. And it was a setup, and I never spoke on that, but it's time for me to start speaking
Yes,
out
ma'am.
because I've been protecting I've been like protecting this for a substantial amount of time.
Yes.
But at the end of the day,
Yes.
you know, the truth is the truth. And I put out peace. And so everything is okay. Everything has been worked out. The people who actually did it have been captured.
Yes.
Okay, they have been
Good,
captured.
good,
And so we put out the peace call.
Consequences.
And consequences.
Right.
No guns. And you know, everything is okay. And so when that lady, when I came out of the grocery store, no, hell no, I ain't forget nobody.
Yeah.
When we came out the grocery store, I signed the petition.
Okay.
And when I signed the petition, I laid in my bed. And so I did help assist the young men. I didn't let them throw the book at them like they was trying to do, but I did help put them away. And their reward or punishment is to be a part of the Taz Foundation for the rest of their lives.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
The end.
Hey, look.
Period.
Congratulations
Oh my
to the
God.
end.
Thank
Okay.
Can we give her flowers? y'all? I want to give all the ladies
Right.
their flowers because y'all all come from different walks of life, but we all have that loss, And I'm gonna get y'all back up here in a few minutes because we're gonna do one more
Okay.
song and then because we got one more
Before we get you off the stage, tell everybody
Yeah, where
where
can we
they
find
could
you?
find you at.
You can find me through. I'm trying to think. I'm not on no social media
She
platforms.
funny.
But I'm Audrey Candy Corn, Grieving, Breathing Mama. You definitely can Google me, and a whole bunch of stuff will pop up. That's
Yes, ma'am.
AudreyCandyCorn, and that's all together. You can let me see. Follow me through Dominique. Definitely, I'm
Okay.
here. Tap
Yes.
in. Because they dealing with real people with real stories, and
Right.
I'm grateful to be able to be on your platform.
Okay.
Because the script has flipped. You got a smile on your face. You're breathing, but
Okay.
you're yet breathing. You're
Yes.
riding the wave.
Right.
And you hear what a dear sister that is a reflection with you.
Yes.
So you could be somewhere on somebody brown couch, but let me give you your flowers
Yes, ma'am.
as you continue to march on
Okay.
these West Oakland streets.
Okay.
Because I sure had to
Standing
bring
strong.
my boots on.
She-
You feel me? I had to bring my boots.
Heck a little.
You gotta stay laced up.
I'm girly girl, but I'm tomboy because I didn't know we had him saying
Okay.
what was going on, but it's peaceful.
She's silly. Well, we want to thank you for coming on. We
Thank
really do
you
appreciate
so
you
much.
so much. Let me get my hug.
Dang, y'all, this show was powerful. We gonna be right back after these messages.
We gonna
Let
play
me
a
get
song.
give me a song, DJ. Whoa, this show is good.
What time is it?
It's one.
I can feel it in my bones. My destiny's calling, telling me to go, grow. On my highway to greatness. Every obstacle I face is a statement, a creation. To share with y'all my testimony. Understand, sometimes it's lonely, but I know what I'm here for. And for this blessing, I'm thankful. At times it's a battle, a fight with myself, destroying my mental. I rewind, bring it back, and slow down the tempo. Pace myself, take control, and remember, I'm grateful to share with y'all my testimony. Understand, sometimes it's lonely, but I know what I'm here for. And for this blessing, I'm thankful. It's time for me to grow. I'm on my grind so I can grow. It's the only way to go. It's the only way to go.
Oh my God.
We're back, y'all. We got all the ladies on the stage with us.
Yes, come close.
So,
We know it's still Corona. So
is it still correct?
I don't know. It's still, we got one more story, which is mine. and
Yes,
then-
we want to allow Canary to tell her story. I really did this for you
I know.
because I know you needed it. I know you said you've been going through a lot of things lately and, talking to God a lot about moving out of your place and all type of stuff. And I feel
Yes.
like you staying in that place is keeping too much heartache on you because, that's where
Where it
your
happened.
situation happens.
Yeah. like all of these ladies, we took a loss. Let me start by that saying that. Mine was 3 years old. My daughter. Uh, I was listening to everybody's story and how it was so different or violent or an accident. Mine was an accident as well. She was give me a second. Okay. She was 3 years old. She was jumping on the bed, and the day before she passed, her and my other little cousin was jumping on the bed the day before, and I got on them like, "Stop jumping on the bed! Y'all gonna crawl out the window." No jumping on the bed. So, my grandmother went into a coma the day of my daughter transitioning. She went into a coma, and so your natural reaction is to go to the hospital. You like, oh, somebody called about a family member. You drop everything and go to the hospital. That's what my natural reaction is to do. If it would have been any of my family members, go to the hospital. So I gave her hugs and told her that I loved her. A lot of us didn't get to say they loved their baby or goodbye to their baby. I actually got to say, I love you and I'll be right back. Got up to the hospital. My grandmother came out of the coma, and she must have felt something, as elder women do. Our elders sometimes see things before it happens. She rushed me out of there. She said, "Get out." I just said, "Came in." She said, "Get on out. Go home and watch that baby by the window." It was very powerful because I'm like, why would she say by the window of all things? But it's a grandmother spirit. So I was ushered right back out the room. I was only there literally 2 minutes. My mom's at the corner, just left from seeing her mother, which is my grandmother. So, of course, what are you going to do? You're going to give your mom a ride. I'm driving. I'm at the light. I get a phone call. My best friend at the time is watching the baby. But she having boyfriend problems, too. Baby daddy problems. So I'm thinking she calling me about her baby daddy. And screaming at the top of her lungs, but I can't understand what she's saying. I'm at the light. Light turns green. She like, the baby fell out the window. It's not comprehending to me what window. What window? What kid? It's 6 kids at my house. What kid? She's screaming, the baby done fell out the window, the baby done fell out the window. So I almost hit my mom because now we at the green light. I done started driving, almost hit her. I pull over. I'm like, you got to drive. I'm going crazy. You got to drive. I don't know what's going on. I'm cussing. I'm yelling at God. I'm yelling at everybody. Get me there. I get there. I thank God I don't see her on the ground. But I'm trying to, go upstairs, though. Because it's other kids up there. They done already whisked her to the hospital. Well, I don't know that yet. So I'm trying to get upstairs because my son up there and the rest of the kids up there. They won't let me in. They saying it's a crime scene. I'm like, how is it a crime scene? I live here. Da-da-da-da. Okay, forget about that. Get to the hospital. I get to the hospital. And it's different when you go to the hospital and they take you to the back. I ain't never been to the back of no hospital. Usually you wait in the waiting room. They took me straight to a back. I knew something wasn't right. Why am I back here? My daughter was already gone. And I feel like she died in midair because when you come down, you can't breathe. It sucks you up. So she was jumping on the bed. And I lost her in the high rises in West Oakland. I still live there today.
And we need to get you out of there, friend.
Yeah, I still lived at the same apartment for 2 years after she died. I wouldn't leave that place. I didn't want to leave. This where she was, this where I'm staying. But now that I've done some of the work of healing, writing books, coming into women like these women, meeting other people that say, no, you do deserve better. You don't have to stay here. And keep on living that every day of your life. I'm glad you made me do this because I did not want to do this. But I felt like if we don't do this, it's so many mothers out there that's like, I wish I had somebody to talk to. It's so many people that lost their baby after I lost mine. God kept putting them in the same situation, in the same environment as me. You're going to help these people. I was in jail. They put a lady just lost her baby in the room with me. What? They said you're strong enough. The officer, how you know where I'm at? This was my anger. How do you know where I'm at with the grief?
Right.
But God knew where I was at because clearly He put him in the room. Yes, I blame God. Yes, I was angry at God. Yes, I cussed God out instead of saying I don't even believe in God. But then I was in jail and I kept saying, why me? Why me? Why me? Because in my family, I had never heard of death that close to us. You know what I mean? That close. We hadn't had that. So I was like, why me? Why me? And the elder said, why not you? It told me up. When she said, why not you? I had to step back. She said, baby, who are you that you won't take a loss? You got to read Job. Job lost everything in one night, and he never cursed God. I said, whoa. I stopped blaming God that day. I still blame myself, which took a long time for me, and family members blame me too, secretly. You know about that. People blamed you secretly when they pass judgment. Some people are there for you for your mental, for to really be there, but some people talking about you said it was your fault that baby died. That's what all of us. I don't know if everybody has experienced that behind this thing.
It was you killed your son.
Yes, or you drove by him that day. That's what we was talking about with guilt.
And my son, he wasn't even in the streets, but I had somebody tell me, he shouldn't have been out there. Where do you mean?
Well, what you mean though? That is, we could be right now leaving out of here and we get gunned down, Lord forbid.
Right.
So you don't know where you're gonna be at when life is life in.
Right.
But I am so grateful that I met this group of women during my grief. Not only did they bring me in as it's okay, this is a safe space. We're not gonna talk about you behind your back. We're not gonna judge you. We is gonna tell you when you're wrong, but we're not gonna judge you.
Right.
You know, I needed that, and yeah. So from her death, I became a comedian. Laughter is my pain for sure.
And I'm sure your laughter helps a lot of other women.
Yes,
Mothers,
yes,
fathers,
it probably does.
People who's lost loved ones.
Yes, it also gave me an intuition to see things. Like sometimes I can see stuff before it happens. So, what I would tell a mother, know that God didn't do this to you. This is not something He did to you. He allowed it to happen. But He didn't do this to hurt you.
Right.
He didn't even, 9 times out of 10, God don't want you to suffer. Yes, He'll take you through some stuff, but He never said we wasn't going to go through nothing. God took His kid back that He lent to you. These are not our kids. They're His. So if He give them to you for a day, an hour, 28 years, 12 years, 19, 3, 17,
12.
any second, 1 minute.
Make sure that everything that you instill in that child while they are here for that time.
If they only breathing for 1 minute,
is love.
people lose their baby while they still carrying.
Right.
No matter if that baby never made it out that womb, you still understand it wasn't your fault, and God allowed it to happen for your better good later. He's working on us. He knew you could handle it. Let me say that. He ain't gonna put on you what you can't bear. And I didn't believe that when that happened. I was like, what you mean? I can't bear this. I can't bear this. I don't understand this.
Right.
What you don't understand is what you think you can't bear. But you can bear. You just got to know God, and you got to know He's using you for your testimony later on.
His grace is sufficient.
Yes. Yes.
Through all things.
Yes. So I was actually able to write the book with the girls as well. And again, I wasn't part of the Circle of 8, but she threw me in. I was like the Circle of 10 or the Circle of 11, whatever I was. She was like, you getting in this book.
Okay.
And so many other doors. After, I don't know, I'm pretty sure the ladies can identify that has lost. After you lost your baby, did you feel like nothing couldn't touch you? As far as like protection wise, I felt protected. Like, oh, you can't come to me like that. My daughter blocking that. I know. I don't know.
You say that all the time.
No, because that's what happened. Like people tried me, and you couldn't get too close to me after that.
Yeah,
because-
just it's nonsense after
Yeah.
a while if you sense BS and sniff it a mile away, as they say, then there's a different type of attitude you have
Tolerance.
intolerance when you're around groups of people of any kind. There are people who can come to you and actually be a part of your circle and be like, "Hey, girl," and be on you, and it's the other ones. You got they hands is to their side. Hey, how are you?
Yes.
Because they understand that they don't have that connection. Not saying that we wouldn't want to have that connection with them, but there is a time when your friends just become few. You
Right.
know, you
Won't
have,
God remove everybody? He
Yeah.
removed them quick too.
Right?
yeah, that like you said that phrase after the noise.
Yes.
After
I was
the
just about to
noise.
say that.
What is
What
after
happens?
the noise? What happens when the flowers have stopped, the phone calls stop ringing, you know, the invitations to go out have ceased?
Yes.
You know, where
People don't check up on you no more. They feel like
No.
you okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I can say happened after the noise. Look at us. This is what happened after our noise.
Yeah. I'll give a hand
Yeah.
to that. I give a hand to that.
And we
Yeah.
are the living proof. We are the example. We are the witnesses and the living scribe.
Oh, we got somebody calling us too. Throw your picture up too.
to prove that you can make it and that you can get through it. You know,
Hey.
if you want to.
Yes. Hello, who is this?
It's Whiteout.
What's up?
What's
Whitey?
up, Whiteout?
Man, y'all made it hard for me on this Monday. God damn, this was very interesting. Hello, ladies.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, this was we need to reshare this. You know what I'm saying, for the people that actually didn't get to see y'all this morning or this evening. To just put it out there, Canary. I appreciate y'all actually doing what y'all doing. As well as you, Andrea. So I mean, you know what I'm saying. This was. I actually looked at the whole show today. You know what
Aw,
I'm saying. I just
thank
took my
you.
break. I took my break, then came back to the job house and actually listening to this whole thing though. But I just want to I want to salute you, ladies. You know what I'm saying, for staying strong and keeping it lit, keeping the movement lit for other mothers or
Of
fathers
course.
as well that have been through the same situation. So I just want to say salute to all you ladies and
Thank
keep doing what y'all think, man. I love y'all.
Thank you,
And
Whiteout.
thank you for what
Right.
you've been doing in the community too. We appreciate that.
Thank
All right.
you.
See y'all in a minute.
Before you go, brother, I was just talking about how you came down to the first annual march at the lake. Remember? For the,
Yeah, thanks.
yeah, Bully Awareness March. He came down
Yeah,
here and he
definitely.
gave a good speech and he gave some good comedy.
Yeah.
Supported and showed out.
That's my
Thank
comedy
you, and I love
brother.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
all good.
Whiteout.
It's all love,
Thank
man. I'll see
you.
y'all in a minute.
All
All
right.
right. So look, guys, we about to play a couple games to change the mode
Yeah,
up
before
a little
we-
bit. Before we get out of here, we did not expect for this to go that long. But hold on.
It's
I'm gonna let
good
you
that
see.
he did.
But I'm glad it did. It
Right.
was authentic. It was us, and it was bomb. And she want to say something.
Okay.
Give her the mic.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say thank you, ladies, again. Thank all you ladies. And I wanted to say thank you also to my son Vernon's teacher, his past year teacher, Miss Lockhart, Patsy Lockhart. She held Vernon until he died.
Yes.
She took the place for me. I couldn't be there, and she sat there and prayed for him, and I will always love her for that. Always.
We'll play a song and then. I guess they want to call.
So loud. Why
Wait
is
a
it so
minute.
loud?
They probably want. His phone ain't never been on fire this much.
Right. Thank you for
Hello,
calling
who is
Baylife. Who's
this?
calling?
What's up, y'all? This Lady Blue. How y'all doing?
Hey!
Another circle of 8 in the building. Hi, Blue.
Board
Hey,
member, board
lady.
member.
Listen, I'm just extremely filled in my spirit. Just seeing you ladies' resilience, coming through, standing in your power, working out your mess in order to amplify your messages. Each one of you women that are there interviewing and sharing your beautiful testimonies has touched my life in more ways than one.
Oh, Blue.
So I just
love
need
you.
We love you,
I-
Blue.
I love you all. And I wanted to do a special, I wanted to first say thank you for the invitation. I wasn't able to make it out there to be on the show with you all physically, but I said I got to call in before it's all over.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just want to say that the work you ladies are doing is tremendously, even if you may not think it's impacting someone,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
it is impacting more than you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And people may not always have the courage to tell you how much you are influencing their lives because of their own hangups and whatever, right? But just know, as long as you walking in your power and doing your job, that's what's making your way on your journey to stairway to heaven. That's what's basically being counted. So,
Yes.
where others may count you out, God is always including you.
Ooh, speak, Blue.
You know,
Speak. Give
Blue.
her her flowers.
I'm
What you
I'm your
crying
number
for?
one fan. I'm your number one fan.
I love you,
Yes.
sister.
I love you guys.
I
She was
love you
also
all.
she's a part of the circle. Is she part of the circle?
Yes,
Right?
Blue. Even though she's a surrogate mother to us.
Yes, she is.
Even though yeah, I'm her number one fan. So I get choked up, and I hate that you're not here. But
She is here.
no,
Listen, I know what you mean.
yes, yeah, you know
wanna
how I
hug
get.
her?
Yeah, I want to hug her. You know, that's my girl. But Blue, you are inspirational to us all. You have a big part in the Circle of Eight. Even though she has not lost a child, like I said, she is like a surrogate mother to us, and she is a teacher. She is a facilitator. She helped us on our first trip to the Sonoma Redwood Forest. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and so she was with us. Got bit up by some bed bugs, but and
Not
Sister
bad
Candy,
bugs.
man, it was.
Y'all
but
done been through some things.
we went through some
They,
things.
they- listen, the bed bug wanted a juicy kiss, because why did it bite me on my lip, y'all?
Oh
It said,
no.
girl, you came to the Redwoods. Let's just go on and give you a real good juicy blessing. Had me looking like Will Smith from Hitch, okay? But
We love
it
you,
was a
Blue.
it
Oh my
was a
God.
great experience altogether. I'm really excited for the event coming up in March
Yes.
or May.
In
It's
May.
May
May,
3rd
yes,
May
through
I'm
May.
3rd.
trying to
May
come.
3rd, May
Yes.
I'm gonna
3rd.
try to
It's a
get my
whole
money together so I
weekend.
can pull up.
So we definitely
Yes.
want to encourage folks that are on the line to come out and participate. If you know anyone that has dealt with missing a child, a loved one, ascending, right? Because we got so much to talk about. But this will be a really powerful time. Get ready to laugh, get ready to cry, get ready to just be in that place of, thought and remembrance.
Yes,
Absolutely.
And
But be
Canary,
ready, but ultimately be ready to celebrate your loved
right?
one's life.
And Canary's
Absolutely.
birthday is in May, so
Yes, it
I
is.
it's
say.
gonna be a turn up for
It's gonna
sure.
be a turn up.
And I also want to extend an invitation out to you ladies to November 17th at Third Eye Kitchen
Okay.
on Martin Luther King at 6 p.m. We will be doing a community ancestral altar and just diving into dialogue about how we acknowledge our loved ones that have ascended. So
Yes.
I will
That's
make sure
interesting.
that I get the flyer to all of you, and it is open to the community. If you're interested in bringing pictures of your loved ones, they will be added to the altar. If you want to bring things that belong to them that help you remember them, bring those items as well. And this is hosted in collaboration with Urban Peace Movement
Oh,
and myself.
we worked with them
So
before.
We work with them.
beautiful, beautiful. I've been a long-standing member over the last 12 years of the organization and currently host every month a community intergenerational healing circle. It's virtual. We pivoted after COVID, and this will be our first time in person. So look at how special that is. The ancestors said the first time y'all reconvene is going to be with us. So this is how we take our power back and really shift the narrative around our loved ones ascending and help people have deeper relationships with their loved ones versus feel disconnected from them.
Amen.
Thank
Give
you.
her her
All
flowers.
Right?
Yay, yay, yay.
I love you, Blue.
Thank you so much.
I love all of you, and I thank all of you for the special ways that you've touched my life and my family's life. So thank you for being a part of my family, my community, my village, and sisters that's basically in the movement. And it's not always about like, see me, see me, see me.
Right.
If you just do the work, just keep doing the work. Because
Right.
God sees you all the
Right,
time.
exactly.
Facts.
Thank you so
Blue,
much.
before
We
you
appreciate you
head
for
out,
calling in.
I was getting ready to say something to you because you know this we co-parent right here, so I cannot
Yeah.
just sit back and not say nothing. Okay, this my baby daddy right here. Not on no play stuff. Play baby daddy, play baby mama. So I love you for always being there for me. She's the first person that came through. That I got a call when Torian transitioned, and so at the end of the day, we each one reach one, teach one,
Okay.
continue to be who
Amen.
you are. I love you.
I
I
love you,
love
Blue.
you too. I just got taken over by goosebumps. You ladies are amazing. Thank y'all,
Thank
for this
you.
special segment. And I feel like more conversations like this are needed
Yes,
because so
definitely.
many of our people have had to, accept the transition of mother, father, child, cousin, uncle, people that we truly care about that have completed their part of their process on this plane. But our work is infinite and we will continuously be, acknowledging each other as long as we live.
Right.
Thank you so much, Blue. She always comes shut stuff down.
Beer, beer.
Brr, brr, brr. Hey, y'all make sure y'all donate to that tip jar because we need some tips to get back here next week.
So scan the so what she's saying is scan the QR code.
Yeah.
And I
Break it
bet
down,
you
Blue.
follow the pages. Go get on Bay Life and download Twitch to your
Right.
phone or your
Hello?
computer or whatever. Because listen, I didn't have Twitch on my phone before this. Okay, that was
Hello?
easy to know. I had to get real technologically savvy and figure it out real quick.
Look.
And
Okay?
shout out to everybody
Period.
in the group because this ain't all of us. But everybody in
No,
that
it's
group,
not.
I want to say thank you because if y'all watching or if y'all was on that phone call, if y'all had that text message, thank you
Look,
guys.
we've been so into these conversations. We ain't even check our comments and talk to our
Oh
people.
yeah, hey y'all! Everybody say hey.
We got faithful people who come in and watch us.
I'm
every
pretty sure they done
Monday.
said something to us,
Right,
too.
they done
Get
been
on your
saying a whole
phone.
lot of things. Look, I've been into this.
Yes.
I couldn't even get into none of that. But
Well, we'll read the comments and
Right.
we love y'all too in the comments.
right, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We really
They
do.
right there.
Thank you for calling. Is she still on the phone?
Blue,
I am. I'm
I
still
love
there.
you, Blue.
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
we gonna
Absolutely,
play a
Queen.
little bit of games before we go.
Right. And we're going to talk to you next time. And we're
All
going
right,
to tap
peace,
in
love,
with
and
you,
light.
okay?
Be smooth. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to
You
seeing you
too.
in the near future.
Thank you. You too.
All right,
right,
y'all. So
Before we go, we want to spin the wheel with y'all.
yeah, now you gonna
This is what we do every week. Some of the games is kind of you might not agree with it. Let me
what
turn
what
it down.
twerking or what?
No, the jelly bean game.
Oh, they gotta
you
agree.
hate that one.
They gotta agree.
All right.
We ain't got a choice.
Who want to go first?
She closest.
Okay. You want me to spin it for her, or you gonna spin it? She said.
What was that? Spin it
You
again.
might want to do it harder than
Do
that.
it harder than that.
Oh, it ain't gonna
Okay.
got
Truth
truth
or
or
dare?
No, that's not true
Oh,
for
that's
dare.
not truth or dare.
What you want? Truth or dare?
Is it true that you can dance?
Somewhat. No, I really can't dance. One time I thought
Really?
I was getting down right. And this man, I was on stage at a comedy show for my birthday. My cousins had took me to Sacramento. And so we at the comedy show, and I got up there, and it took me a while to get warmed up. So I was dancing, and the man gonna say, damn it, she looked like somebody, like a roast that got sprayed with red.
Whoa! What happened?
Tell them.
Oh, she don't like that word.
Oh!
Candy!
What happened? Oh my Lord. Is she okay?
She don't like that word.
Candy?
Yes.
Well, okay. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Okay, we gonna get
Yeah.
off
All
that
right,
subject.
Candy, come here. Shit.
Okay, this or that.
DJ, what the?
It's gonna be.
All right, it's cool. Shit. I was like, what the? I thought she was saying, damn, did she hit her face?
She got me sweating.
Did she hit her face, though?
Nope.
Okay, okay.
Right.
Let me know.
Okay.
Make some noise. I need to.
Okay, we gonna
Nothing.
okay. Richard Pryor or Bernie Mac?
Bernie
Mac for me. I'm gonna go with the Bernie
Richard,
Mac.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Girl.
Okay.
The longest they
Okay, okay,
To be
okay.
continued.
Rich,
Yeah.
I go with Bernie Mac.
Ooh, what's the name?
What?
I can't even talk. Bernie Mac.
Richard Pryor or Bernie Mac?
Richard Pryor or Bernie
What
Mac?
about them?
Pick one.
Is they both black?
Yeah.
Bernie Mac.
You don't know who they are?
No, I'm playing.
You
Oh.
know who they
I'm
is.
just lighting up the room.
Yeah, you just
All
lit
right,
up the room, all right.
Let's do Richard Pryor, because he probably would have acted like that.
Richard Pryor or Bernie Mac?
Bernie Mac.
Burn! Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
We gonna spin the wheel one more time and then we gotta get out of here, okay, y'all?
All
Okay.
right.
Who wanna spin the wheel?
Me? Okay, let her spin the wheel. I'm talking about me. Like, no, we gotta let her spin the wheel too. Twerk for 20 seconds.
Oh,
She just twerked. Play the song, DJ.
Y'all can catch us every
What the
Monday on
heck?
twitch.tv/Bay Life Radio.
Wait, spin it for spin it
Y'all
for
could
something.
y'all could follow me, the Andrea Nicole, THEE Andrea
This or
Nicole
that.
on all social media platforms.
This
Y'all can
or
follow
that.
Canary_comedian
Everywhere.
on everywhere. Canary Dime or is
That's
that
our
you on
cash. That's
Facebook?
my cash.
Oh,
app.
that's her
Say
cash.
it again.
app.
What is it?
Canary
Dime. That cash app.
Pineapples or strawberries?
Pineapples.
Both.
Pineapples.
Both.
I mean, they both good,
Both.
but I love me some pineapple.
I love me a strawberry and a pineapple. Both, baby.
Hey, it makes you sweet inside.
Yeah, you see? That's why I love the pineapple. Yeah.
I didn't know she was going to get king.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in to us
We love you
today.
guys.
Thank you to the
ladies.
DJ. We love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, ladies, for coming. And we're going to go ahead and see y'all next Monday.
Yeah, we'll be back next Monday.
Yeah, she did.
If you want my heart, you got it. If you want my love, you've got it. If you want my trust, baby, you've got it. Anytime that you want anytime that you want it, you got it. You got it. But as soon as you fix yourself to lie to my face, the trust I've given to you is no longer in place. I'll give you all that I've got, everything that I have. If you stay honest with me, then baby, this thing will last. So why you don't pick up the phone? Why you don't hardly come home? I see that you switched up your swag, bought you some new cologne. You never give me your time, although I am your wife. If you cannot be honest with me, then why don't you leave me alone? It would be easier for you if you just be honest. I wanna ride everything that you do. Just be honest. I question nothing that you say. If you just be honest. Wouldn't it be better off that way? Just be honest. It would be easier for you if you just be honest. I wanna ride everything that you do. Just be honest. I question nothing that you say. If you just be honest. Wouldn't it be better off that way? Just be honest. Now we got this mess, and you're killing me with this stress. And no, I don't get it. Why we break up to make love? 'Cause you can't make your mind up. Oh yeah. Now you're constantly lying straight to my face, while telling your boys that I'm crazy to make yourself look like a saint. How can you say that you love me while putting me down? Your words and your actions don't add up, so please tell me now. Who's that calling your phone? Tell that chick you at home. I found them condoms in your bag right next to your new cologne. Surfboard, no raincoat, we don't play them games. So nigga, just leave me alone. It would be easier for you. Just be honest. I wanna ride everything that you do.
big